let's have a look at the strip. So just as I'm walking round, I want to say a big thanks to everyone who's been watching the videos, all those that have been liking and sharing them, and you know, particularly those that's subscribed on the channel. The channel just keeps growing, and we're now, which seems unbelievable to me, I now have 3,000 subscribers who are watching the video, and I've had a wee note from YouTube there to tell me that my videos have had over 300,000 views. Just can't get my head around that. It's staggering. So big thanks to you all. Keep watching, keep liking, keep subscribing, and I'll keep making the videos. And the top end is the 525 Plaza. So I'm sure I've seen this in the videos before, but this is a kind of square with a few bars and restaurants here, just round the top end. And just on the other end here, you've got the 525 Hotel, which again, some friends have stayed at and they've said it's a nice hotel. So if you fancy somewhere to stay, it's not a bad place to come and book a room. So yeah, so we're just kicking off at the 525 Plaza here. As I say, it's just after 6 PM, so there should be some people around having some food, and the bars and restaurants should mainly all be open. But I've no idea how busy or how quiet it's going to be, so let's have a wee look. Just as I pass it, little place in the middle here, business, coffee shop, does fantastic breakfast in there, outstanding eggs Benedict. This little bodega Del Willie isn't open yet, surprisingly. And just tucked away in the corner there, you've got the Tipsy Thistle, which is another popular bar during the day, but they're not open yet in the evenings. They don't tend to open until sort of end of May into the evening. So if you're going to go to the Tipsy Thistle, you can only go in the afternoons at the minute, and I think they do breakfast as well, so keep that in mind too. So just as we come out of the plaza towards the strip, this is a fairly new cocktail bar, Baldoria. Seen it quite busy actually on Friday and Saturday night over the Easter weekend. Quite a lot of people in there. Very, very similar sort of setup to Zarkos at the bottom end of the strip. So if you fancy a cocktail and some music, you know, get yourself in there. Now I haven't spent any time looking at the estate agents. There's quite a few estate agents at the top end of the plaza as well, if you're looking for a property either to stay in or as a holiday home. If you want me to do some more property price videos, give me a wee shout and I'll be happy to do that for you. So the wee blue hut is back. That was away during all the works, and it's nice to see that they've given them a space to allow them to sell all their sort of hats and knickknacks. And then you've got the little swing park, which was in the area that used to be just a kind of spare piece of ground. So that's all finished now as we come round here, but we've still got a hole in the ground, and as far as I'm aware, that's for the tourist information office that's going to be there. No plans as to when that's going to be done. So if you know, let me know, and I'll be happy to pass it on to the viewers. So at the minute, it's just a half finished hole with some services attached. So having a look down the side here, Olive Steakhouse is well open for business. It's always very popular. The little shoe shop again is always open. And those of you that remember Butchie's as a bar, it's now a tapas bar. It's been reopened as a tapas bar. Heard good reports about it, so haven't been in it yet, but if you know anything about it, please let us know. So as usual, we'll just come down this side. Penny Farthing's open. Hey Paul.
How you doing?
Curry Leaf all open for business. And the eagle-eyed amongst you will have spotted that there's all sorts of canopies have all crept back out again. Now the original plans showed all of these restaurants and bars to have a standard looking fold out awning, but it looks like the council can't deliver on those, so the bars and restaurants are having to do their own thing. So these old, I think they call them pig pens, are popping up here and there again. So anyway, Juniper's open, Rocco's open, Fusion all open, and Rico's restaurant and steakhouse open. These are pretty much all open now, and Venny on the corner. So you can see now you've got this kind of open area halfway down the strip. Tucked away in the corner there, you've got the chef's table is open as well. Then Annie's Bar, which is always a popular spot for afternoon drinks because it catches the sun all afternoon. Always lots of people sitting there having a cold beer. Nice little spot if you fancy it. So just carrying on down, Pearl's Place is open most days now, and it's always very popular, so I suggest you book in advance. Great fish and chips in there. Then you've got Perlita's Bar, again is always busy, always popular. There's Shannon doing her stuff. Little hairdressers if you fancy a haircut. Harry's Bar is one of the bars that's always a bit quieter for some reason, I don't know why. Maybe you know, if you know why, let me know. And then you've got the little bicycle shop. They rent out bicycles and trikes and all sorts of stuff like that. And I think they're even doing some little mobility scooters now. Don't quote me on it, but they've always got some hanging around, so it's highly possible that they're now renting these out as well. So Hemingway, all new tables and chairs, ready for the summer season. Lots there, 19th hole, always busy. Another little estate agent if you fancy it. And the garden restaurant's not open at the minute, surprisingly. I don't know what's happening with that one. It seems to be closed a lot more than I would think it should be. And then tucked up to the left you've got Bar Rotterdam, and then over to the right you've got the lounge. And then we've got Zarco's, which is closed for holiday for this week. So if you fancy a cocktail, you're going to have to go to Baldoria. So you'll see various bins dotted about now. There's been a lot of criticism of the council for these flower beds not having any edging on them. And I've got to say, when we've had heavy rain, the mud does sort of wash out quite badly. So you think it'd have made sense to put some proper edging on to stop that, but they haven't done it and they're not going to do it now. This little information kiosk here at the bottom of the strip. And then right down the bottom, another popular spot for the afternoons, La Cafeteria Sin Nombre. Cafe with no name. Gets the sun all afternoon, nice spot to sit and have a wee drink in the afternoon, or a coffee in the mornings if that's your thing. So just for completeness, I don't think I've ever done this in any of the videos, but said you walk down from the bottom of the strip and cross the main road. We've got a big hotel here, Hotel Costa Cálida, 4-star hotel, and they do some fantastic happy hours in there of an evening, and they do it quite late to catch some of the tail end traffic of the night. So anyway, yeah, so the reason I walked over here is if you cut down from the bottom of the strip and walk down this street here, locally known as Millionaires Row I think it's called, it takes you right down to the beach at the Marmanor, and then you've got a few beach bars just, you know, within 5 minutes walk, one right at the bottom, and then you've got others in both directions, which I'll do another wee video for that, let you have a look at them. So I just thought that might be interesting to throw that in at this point. It really is pleasant at this time of the night, you know, when we've had sort of 24, 25 degrees today, and the reality is we're going to be experiencing those temperatures now all the way through to probably mid-November. and then it dips down to a more sensible sort of 22 into December and January. So we've got hot sunshine now for months and months on end. So as usual, I'm just going to make my way back up the other side. So the ice cream shop's open if you fancy some ice cream. Then there's a couple of little shops selling all sorts of touristy knickknacks and hats and flip-flops and all that sort of stuff if you want them. You can buy all your touristy stuff in there. Then we've got McCurry's. Now it's always a bit of a mystery, this one, because we always hear conflicting stories about it. I don't know if it's open or not, but the fact that they've got all these tables out would suggest that they are. But I've just never seen it open, so do you know what's happening with McCurry's? If you do, let us know in the comments. I had heard that one of the well-known waiters in the area, who's worked in quite a lot of places, had sort of taken over running it, but I only ever seen him there one night, so I just don't know. So again, a couple more shops. And people just outside enjoying the sunshine. So Mai Tai surf bar's open, tables outside, you've got all the looky men selling all their stuff. Cheap football tops. Hello, buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo está? So yeah, so you've got the guys selling their wares, but I believe it is illegal to buy from them. Evening folks. You've got Punta and Coma, little bar there as well. Hairdressers, more looky men, and then a little baker's in there as well, which was always popular. Now this little clothes shop I think is fairly new. I hadn't seen that here before, so it looks to be as if it's a new one. Another little estate agent. And then that brings us back to halfway up the strip again in the centre. So carrying on, we've got Milo. Again, another popular restaurant. All the tables are outside again, and you get the shade in there in the afternoons. This little restaurant's still closed. And then you've got the Celt Irish bar, which is always busy. And we still don't know what's happening with the next door. It used to be the Greek restaurant. We were told that the Celt had bought that over, and we're going to be extending through into that, but I just don't know if that's the case or not. I must ask them. Then we've got a little bubble waffle place. La Diva restaurant's always again very popular, and then you've got the big restaurant run on the corner here as we get back towards the top of the strip. And then just tucked round the corner, it's easy to miss, you've got a little Mexican restaurant, a Delish Mexican restaurant, and then just beyond that, one of our favourite little bars, the Sybarit. Now Sybarit have lost quite a lot of their outdoor seating area, so it tends to fill up really quick, but it's a nice little spot to go. But bear in mind, they're cash only. Sybarit you can't play by card in there at all, you have to be by cash only, so keep that in mind. So you can see another bin there, bins popping up, tables and chairs all popping up. People all coming back out, so it looks like things are starting to heat up again. So that kind of sums up just a brief walk up and down the Avenida Río Nalon, well known as the strip locally. And something else I just noticed there that's worth looking at, we've got a couple of little fiestas coming up. So the Ole Fest in April, 25th to 27th of April, so I'll try and do a video of that. And then one of my favourites, you've got the 6th Splash In, 30th April to the 4th of May. Now that is where various seaplanes come in and land on the Mar Menor, and they sort of stop, sometimes on the beach, sometimes just off the beach. 4 or 5 different seaplanes come in, so it's quite a sight to see. So maybe there'll be video on that as well. So there you go. That's a walk up and down the Avenida Río Nalon for you. Just in the background, actually, I should mention, in fact I'll put the camera on and let you see it. You've got the Pizzeria Sorelle d'Italia. It's a big restaurant. We've always had good service in it, but I've seen some mixed reviews recently. But have you eaten in it? Let me know if you think it's any good or not. So yeah, so as always, thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for taking the time out your busy lives to have a look at the videos for me. I really appreciate it. And again, click on the wee thumbs up. It's got a couple of likes, more likes and subscribes on it, so I can keep building the channel for you. It's proven to be something I'm quite enjoying doing now, and the thing I've left till last is over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I can't believe the number of people who have come up to say hello over the last few weeks. It's just far too many to mention. You know, and my wife is laughing now, and my friends, and whenever we go anywhere, if we get strangers walking up and saying, "Oh, hello Duncan, how are you? We watch your videos." And I've had people actually tell me they've bought houses in the area on the strength of my videos. So blown away by all of that. So if you're out and about and you do see me, you know, just come and say hello, and where possible I'll take a wee selfie and I'll stick you in the video as well. But for now, that's this one come to an end. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all on the next video. Hasta luego.